Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. Will Meghan and Harry snub Beatrice's wedding, Beatrice and Edo, or will they upstage Beatrice's wedding? We recall that at Eugenie's wedding, Meghan used that as an opportunity to announce her pregnancy. How crazy is that? And we've been seeing over and over that Meghan is trying to upstage everything Will and Kate do. Anytime there's an announcement for Will or Kate, they put something on Instagram. Meghan shows the, Nephilim Archie, pressed to her chest with the everything covered, in the face. So, will Andrew walk Beatrice down the aisle? How is Edo and Beatrice's relationship? Okay, it's the wedding is finally scheduled. It's scheduled for May 29th at the Chapel Royal in St. James Palace. Okay, Harry and Meghan, they were married May 19th in St. George's Chapel in Windsor, a much larger affair. It's going to be supposed to be quite low key with no carriage procession. We're having all the drama with the Sussex Royal brand. Something just came out like an hour ago. But basically the drama is there's nothing legally stopping. Meghan says there's nothing legally stopping her from using Sussex Royal outside of the UK. And then the Queen brought in top lawyers to fight them. And then Harry and Meghan agreed to give up the Sussex Royal brand outside of the UK, even though it's not illegal. And then they just posted, a very snippy remark that the Queen does on their website. Harry and Meghan did that the Queen does not own the word royal. So that drama is ongoing. We'll have to look at that. I don't know. We'll have to look at the Sussex Royal drama. I don't know if it's finalized because that just came out like an hour ago. And gosh, will we see Archie, at the wedding? That's a great place to see Archie. I don't know. All right, let's look at Meghan and Harry. Are they will they snub Beatrice's wedding? Okay, because some people, they'll just leave you hanging until the last minute and keep changing their mind. I think Meghan may be one of these people who you can't count on her, and you're supposed to meet at 10 o'clock in the morning to go hiking, and at 10:20, everybody's waiting. She calls and says, "Oh, I'm not coming." She may be one of those people. Because I used to lead a lot of hikes, and that happened to me. All right, so let's look at Harry and Meghan. Will they snub Beatrice's wedding? Harry. Oh dear. Meghan. Oh dear. Forgot my pen. Harry, Meghan, snub. All right, let's see what we got. We have an executioner here. We have a no over here. This is Meghan. This is Harry. We have a cutting it out because of the world and the royal family. 2331, 8 clubs, the city. He may be somewhere else. He may be somewhere else. Boy, that's a bad idea, snubbing this wedding. That's a bad idea. What's going on with Meghan? We have Angel, which is probably Archie in the middle. We have no, full stop. We have 20, 30, 8 diamonds, cornucopia or money. This actually looks like Harry and Meghan will not attend because we have the executioner and the no. And then we have 2 tens. Goodness. And we remember how angry Fergie was with Meghan after she announced her pregnancy at Eugenie's wedding. And then Fergie just came out and was defending Meghan a couple months back, defending Meghan and making vitriolic statements. What do we have on the bottom? Trinity and Mother Earth. So this could indicate that Meghan just has no intention of coming back to the UK, but she's got to show up for Commonwealth Day. She better show up for Commonwealth Day. That's just disrespectful. All right, Trinity, Mother Earth, 12, 15, 4 clubs, 4-leaf clover. So Mother Earth working things together about motherhood. Well, here in the middle we have Archie. So I think Meghan's excuse is Archie. Meghan's excuse is Archie. Oh, he can't fly. He's too small. He's only 6 feet tall now. And he's enrolled at MIT. But you can't see him. Privacy. Okay, so this looks like they're not coming. This looks like they're not coming. Let's look at Edo and Beatrice's relationship. Because Edo has a son with Dara Huang. And they were living together, they were engaged, and then he found Beatrice, and bam, he's off to the races. Okay, I'm going to marry Beatrice, and I'm going to leave you, Dara, but I've still got a son with you. Okay, it was like that. So how is this relationship going? And I'm kind of wondering if Edo is a bit like Meghan, kind of rather opportunistic, maybe not feeling the love as much as he should. You know, does he really love Beatrice? Let's take a look. Because that's what I was seeing in other readings. Let's look at Edo and Beatrice. How's the relationship going? Coffin. Snake. Oh dear. 6 diamonds. Oh boy. So, but on paper, you know, Edo is he's very wealthy. He's a real estate guy, and I think he owns a lot of land in Africa. Good. And Beatrice is, of course, royal family. They're both very wealthy. So on paper, it's a very good union. It's, you know, it's a union of equals. So that's good, and you want to see that. Then there's not all kinds of ulterior motivations going on. Now he's going to benefit by getting the royal shine. She's going to benefit by having a husband that she can trust who's very wealthy. What's going on here? We have 2 women showing on Edo's side. We have Coffin, which is, he's not feeling it. He's not feeling it. Here's the other woman. This is Dara Huang. Beautiful lady. So 24, 28, 7 spades. Secretly, he's keeping everything to himself. This is Beatrice. Beatrice is the legitimate woman because they're engaged and they're going to be married. Dara Huang is the snake, the other woman, the illegitimate woman. And that's how the cards like to read. He's not feeling the love for her. He's not feeling the love. This is a union of equals, and he's not feeling the love. He's not having a lot of love for her. In fact, the only heart over there is woman. Okay, so he's just got one heart. She has just one heart. This is really lacking hearts. Up here in the outcome, we have roses. They're very sweet to each other. They're officially very sweet to each other. So I think, you know, they're on their good behavior. They're being loving and sweet to each other. But he's not feeling it. We have good man in the middle, so we have good man, we have good woman. These 2 are getting married. This is good sign. They're both committed to the marriage. She sees him as a good man. He sees her as a good woman. He's not feeling it. Hand in hand, this is an adultery card in a relationship spread, you know, with many people. I don't think that would be the case with Beatrice. Karmic shift, big change with the man and the many people. 19, 13, and 6, 19, 5 clubs. 5 clubs and 6 diamonds would both be adultery cards in a relationship spread, which this is. there's good and bad. There's not a lot of love between them. She's feeling that there's not a lot of love between them, and it's changed it for her. Uh, so it's not a loving union. They're very nice to each other in the midst of the conflict. This can also hint at all the Andrew scandals going on. You know, big change because of the perception of the people. You know, all the Andrew scandal stuff going on. Will Meghan seek to upstage Beatrice's wedding like she did Eugenie's wedding? Let me back up my focus here. Will Meghan seek to upstage Beatrice's wedding the way she did Eugenie's wedding with the pregnancy announcement? And there's a whole lot of ways she can do this. A great way would be to show Archie, because we never see Archie. Maybe she'll bring Desmond Tutu with her, you know, and he can oogle the child. It'll be a double whammy. You got Desmond Tutu and Archie. Will Meghan seek to upstage Beatrice's wedding? But I don't see her going. But she can upstage it from a distance. That's a great... She's constantly doing that to Kate and William. And she's so consistent, people have really noticed. What's that? Got the 10 spades. In order to upstage, Meghan just needs to make a big announcement on the day of her wedding. You know, all eyes should be focused on Edo and Beatrice's wedding, and Meghan makes a big announcement. Oh, I've decided to have this corn removed from my foot. All right, so 8 and 12, 5 spades, roadblock. That would be an upstage. Fox, very clever, moving the pieces around this direction. Sun wants everything exposed by the sun. So she always wants to be the center of attention. And that's just her way. So there's a very good chance that she wants to upstage the wedding. Cross, marriage. That is the marriage card. Blocked and sitting on the fence. She hasn't decided what she's going to do to ruin her wedding and upstage it. So Meghan hasn't quite decided. She's considering her different options of what she would do to ruin Beatrice and Edo's wedding day. But she's definitely thinking about it. And she just always wants to be in the limelight. That's her way. That's what this says. She's always thinking about how she can be first, that she can be in the limelight here and be the star. And she's thinking about how to do it. But she hasn't yet decided how she's going to do it. Now there's ongoing scandals with Andrew. Hopefully this won't be demonetized, because they like to demonetize all of anything where I mention Andrew. But we have to mention Andrew because Andrew is her father. And I want to know, will he walk Beatrice down the aisle, or will more new damaging, scandalous information be revealed that could prevent this? Because I think this is how the media works. You know, this is a big event coming up. There's a date certain, and that date is May 29th, and they need to dig up some dirt by May 29th. Okay? And that's where they're going to get the biggest pop. So the mainstream media is kind of incentivized to come up with something, to come up with a scandal for Andrew. So will Andrew walk Beatrice down the aisle, or a new scandal come up? We got fours. Scourge. Will Andrew walk Beatrice down the aisle? Okay, four-leaf clover, cornerstone, very solid, crossroads, 2 or more. 8 plus 5, 13, 4 hearts. We have 4, 4, 4. So we have a lot of very solid 4 hearts, 4 clubs, 4 diamonds. It's very solid. The conflict will be ongoing. 16 4 spades, but 4 spades coffin is quite hidden. They're gonna keep it contained. There's gonna be conflict, but they're gonna keep it contained. There will be whispers and things, but the foundation will be solid and go through, because he's the father, she's the daughter. It's very important to get across the finish line, for him to walk her across the aisle, to tick that box, and because that's a legitimacy point. Okay, the royal honors, the royal titles, these are legitimacy points, and they've not been all taken away from him. He's sort of been put on the sidelines. Walking his own daughter down the aisle in a royal wedding is another legitimacy point, which he needs to score that point. And so it's like they're on the 1 yard line, and he just has to barrel that ball across and fall down in the end zone. So I think they're going to get it across the end zone. It looks like they're going to get it across the end zone, and he's going to walk her down the aisle. All right, let's take a look. Let's review. Will Harry and Meghan snub Edo and Beatrice? It actually looks to me like they're not going to show up. With the no and the executioner, it looks like they're not going to show up. It looks like Archie is going to be an excuse. It's too far to take Archie. Archie doesn't like to fly. His arms are tired. Yeah, hamster wheel's a trip across the water. So, yeah. And then if Meghan and Archie are not going to come, then Harry can make an excuse. So that kind of looks like what's going to happen. Now, he met with Ed Sheeran in Eugenie's little cottage. Okay, and they did that. And I thought that was funny. I really enjoyed that. Ed Sheeran was, Gingers Unite. That was really funny. But yeah, I don't think either one is going to make it. I think they're going to snub them, which is terrible. All right, then we looked at Edo and Beatrice. Edo, there's 2 women showing here. Edo is not in love with Beatrice. Beatrice, now they both see each other as good people, and they're being very nice to each other, and they want to go through with the wedding. But it's not a loving union. But you can grow to love, because all marriages used to be arranged, and there was no divorce. It was a 100% success rate. And now we have this love marriages, and it's an 80% divorce rate. That doesn't seem to be working out. I mean, just on the face of it, that seems to really not be working out. The current way of making marriages in the West. So they both see each other as good people. I'm going to take this 6 diamonds as kind of impersonal. They're both committed to getting married and being nice to each other and being married. Will Meghan upstage the wedding? That's what she does. She can't help herself. She wants to be first, and she is thinking through all of her options of how to ruin Beatrice and Edo's big day. And it's a bigger deal for Beatrice. So, boy, that's going to score her points. Will Andrew walk Beatrice down the aisle? I do see him walking down the aisle. There is going to be further conflict, but he's just going to get it across the line and score the goal, and that's it. So, yeah, good for Andrew. Well, depending how you see it. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and